Hey guys, going this Trieyx, sit back on a Kinemas3 Cross video. Okay, in today's video, I'm gonna give you guys tips and tricks on how to beat this month's big bonus challenge. So, yeah, this month's big bonus challenge is actually really easy, only because there's so many really good magic medals out right now. So, yeah, I'll show you guys my setup right over here. So let me go set up real quick. So I use the 3 wishes. The 3 wishes is probably the worst out of all the magic keepers out there, but I use the 3 wishes because it works. Like, I can still beat the event with the 3 wishes, and it's my most free to play. If you guys have the counterpoint or the diamond dust, I completely forgot what the name of the keyblade was, but if you guys have the counterpoint, which is this one, or if you guys have the diamond dust, which is this one, it works even better. Like, these keyblades are better than the 3 wishes, but I'm using 3 wishes because everybody has that. You don't really need to go that far into the story in order to unlock the keyblades, so yeah, that's why I'm using that. To get the diamond dust and the counterpoint, you have to do proud modes, and not everybody can beat proud mode. So yeah, this is my setup right over here. So yeah, you guys will see that I have 2 Xion. So yeah, they recently just upgraded the Xion where you can actually evolve the metal and make it even stronger. Xion was originally a tier 4 metal, so yeah, for the most part, a lot of you guys should have this metal, especially if you guys are OG players or play this game for like a few months. For the most part, you guys should have like an abundance of these Xions, but unless you guys sold them, then which that case then that's kind of a rip. But you guys can probably summon for this Xion in any banners. Like, this Xion is really abundant. Since she's like a tier 4 metal, you guys should be able to get a whole bunch of her very easily. I am using the Nominate. She has second chance 4, and she has a perfect trace. So Nominee right here is basically my buffer. She's really here to give me all the buffs and debuff the enemy. And she also has second chance, which is really helpful for this event because I'm gonna need 3 turns to beat this event. Unless you guys can beat it in 2 turns, then you guys don't need a second chance medal. But since I can't beat it in 2 turns, I have to use second chance. So yeah, also you guys don't really need a buffer nowadays. Like, you guys can skip out the Nominee and put in someone else, like Illustrated Xion. You guys have her, you guys can use her instead. But I use the Nominee because she works, so I'm like, why not? Not only that, but she's like one of the only medals that I really have second chance on. So next up is this Kinemas3 Aqua. She was available during the anniversary. She's available right now. Right now there is a banner with the defense breakers. I believe, wrong thing. Right over here. So yeah, she's right here in this banner. It's like a 1 in 6 chance to get her. Like, you summon 5 times, you have like 1 in 6 chance to get her. I'm not sure if she's in like the premium summoning pool. Let me double check really quick. Yeah, she's in there. You guys can pull in any of these banners, but if you guys want to maybe try to get lucky and mercy her, she'll like right over here. But if you guys don't have the Aqua, it's fine. Like, there's so many other medals out there that you can replace her with. You guys can replace her with the Strelitzia if you guys have one. You guys can replace her with the Kyrie if you guys have one, or the Xion, or let's see what's there. Let me just do this. Probably replace her with Kyrie as well. Like, there's so many good magic medals. Like, this setup is really flexible. So yeah, you guys can use any really strong upright magic medal. But I'm using Aqua because right now she's in the banner, so yeah, you guys are able to get her. The Aqua over here, she has attack with 13 max, gauge 1, and she has perfect traits. So that's really good. Next up is my Illustrated Xion. Like I said before, they recently just upgraded her and made it so she's now a tier 10, or you guys can use like the Mickey and Brooms to make her a tier 10. So she has attack with 11 max, gauge 2, and she has basically perfect traits. So yeah, if you guys don't know how to awaken her, I'll show you guys right over here. So if I go to my well, I'll do this, and then I'll go to my tier 4s. If you guys have a whole bunch of Xion medals, this is how you find it. Right now I have this one. It is a 6-star. You guys can pull on the banners and maybe you might get lucky and get a 7-star, but these are 6 stars. What I have to do is I actually have to upgrade them all the way. So once they are level 100, I am then going to go on her medal. I am then going to go evolve, use the fairy thingies to make her a 7-star. The only reason why I can't do right now because I don't have any of the special attacks, so you guys will see some orbs right over here. I actually need, I believe, 6 copies in order to make her a 7-star. Right now there is a trait medal, like her trait medal in the mobile shop, so you guys can buy this. I got dang. No, I don't want to spend money. You guys can buy this. So for example, if I buy this right now and awaken her, I'm just doing it for the purpose of this video. If you guys don't have to do this, but this Xion is really good. I'll do one at a time. That way I can get some good traits. Alright, so once you get her fully gilded, they have a percentage on the bottom, so that shows the guild bonus percentage. You need to get to, I believe, 130% in order to evolve her. You guys can use these little thingies, magic mirrors, to increase their guild bonus all the way to the max. That way you can evolve them. But you want to keep using trait medals to try to get closer to the 130%. So that way you guys don't use so many of those magic mirror thingies. So yeah, I'm gonna use another one of these and see if I try to get a higher percentage. So 89. I still got 89. Okay, yeah, so now I'm really close to 130. I'm just gonna use the magic mirror things, get her to 130, and after that I can just evolve her like this and make her a 7-star. And then once she is a 7-star, I can level up to 120, and after I level up to 120, I can then evolve her again and then use the 2 making brooms and make her a tier 10. So I'm gonna do that right now. And that's when she becomes really good. Like, so she's a really good free-to-play medal. Like I said before, a lot of you guys should have a whole bunch of, you know, these Xians. If you guys don't, you guys can pull on the banners, and you guys will probably end up getting at least like one of these if you guys summon a lot. I'm pretty sure you can also get her from, let's see, the ticket deals, beginner's deal. So yeah. But like before, if you guys don't have the Xian, like, she can be easily replaced with a whole bunch of different medals nowadays. Like, let me see what else I have. You guys can probably replace it with the Xian, the Kyrie, the Strelitzia. Like, honestly, any magic medal works. Like, even if it's like an off slot, for example, like this one is a reverse magic medal slot, I can probably throw in this Kyrie right here and still beat the event. These magic medals are really strong, so you guys don't really need to follow the guidelines on the Keyblade, but I decided to do that just for the sake of it. Right over here, you can even replace it with the Master Xehanort if you guys have one, like the Kinemas3 Sorcerer. Like, honestly, there's so many medals. I'm just using the Xian because she is like the most abundant, I guess. I think I should have this medal, so yeah, that's why I'm using it. Next up is the Picart 25. So yeah, this medal right here is not really here to do damage at all. And this boss actually poisoned you, and I was so sick of the RNG that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna work on a medal and make it have almost like 100% poison resist, and that's what I did. So this medal is really here just for that. So yeah, in this event there's 2 bosses. One of them debuffs you if you attack them on slot 4. So yeah, that's why I have one of these medals that isn't really gonna do any damage because there's really no point. Another thing is that the other boss also poisoned you, and that's really annoying, so that's why I decided to make a medal that's 80% poison resist. That doesn't require that much RNG to beat, so like this medal can replace with anything. Like any poison resist medal will work. If you guys want to know which medals have poison resist, all you gotta do is go to your filter and filter by trait. So this is poison resist right over here. Like, click on that and show you a whole bunch of medals that have poison resist. Like this one has 20%. So yeah, another thing is that you also get poison resist from the pet traits. So if you hit this one, it'll show you medals that have poison resist on the pet trait, but since I don't have any, it doesn't really show me anything. But yeah, another thing with this Sora is that since he's a magic medal and I have a Aqua which can renew my Supernova, this will help me a lot. The extra 12,000 metal strength will help me a lot. So that's the reason why I made this Sora specifically my poison metal thingy, because he can also help me in this event, whereas if I use something else like another attribute metal, it won't really help me as much because I won't be able to get the metal strength. So next up is the second illustrated Xian. She is attack boost on my max gauge 1 and basically perfect traits. So yeah, like I said before, you have to replace this Xian with anything. Next up I have the Kinemas3 Aqua. This Aqua right here, she renews your Supernova, so this is key like for any setup nowadays. Like, you guys want to have at least one Supernova renewal medal, because that way you can keep building up your metal strength and keep spamming Supernovas. Like, the Supernovas do a lot of damage, so it's really good to be able to you know, knock down a whole bunch of enemies' HP by spamming Supernovas. So yeah, she has attack boost 12 max, and she has basically perfect traits. So I forgot to mention that all these medals themselves, they also like buff themselves, and they also increase your metal strength. So like this Aqua right over here increases my magic metal strength by 10,000, Xian by 6,000 for 2 turns. Also my Keyblade level is level 35, which is basically like the minimum you guys want to have for your Keyblade. If you guys are newer, you guys will have a lower Keyblade level, but it's really easy to level up your Keyblade to level 35 nowadays, because you get so many of the gems. Like right now I have like 200 right now, so yeah. Not only that, but sub slots are key as well. I have a 6.7 multiplier. You guys probably don't need a 6.7 multiplier, but as a long-term player, I have a really high multiplier. But you guys want to use optimize to try to get the highest multiplier possible. Also, another thing is right now they've been doing something really cool where every month you guys can buy boosters for your keyblades. So right now I bought some boosters for my the 3 wishes. Let's see, I bought the 3 wishes one, and I bought the counterpoint one, and I also bought a booster for your magic medal. So yeah, you guys don't see it right over here because I already bought it. But it is awesome. I like this a lot. It makes it a lot easier for free-to-play players to be able to beat the events. So this is really cool. It costs 300 avatar points to buy the board, and 200 for the specific attributes themselves. So relatively cheap, especially if you got like a long-term player. But if you got the new, it'd probably be a little costly. So the thing is, with newer players, it's kind of hard to beat the events because something like a big bonus challenge is really catered to those who have been playing for at least like a month. So like you guys just started today, you guys are probably not gonna beat the event. But anyway, let's get right into the event. I'll show you guys my setup on how to beat the last part in a little bit. But yeah, honestly, like they haven't really made the last part of the big bonus challenge really worth it. Like you get some tickets as well as a Mickey and Broom from beating the last boss. Like that's not really worth it in my opinion. So if you guys can't beat the last boss, don't stress over it. Like it doesn't really matter. You're really not missing out on much. It's better if you just get the jewels and just leave. So yeah, this is for like the end game players. So yeah, we'll start from stage 3. That's when I feel like the event gets harder. So we're just gonna auto it. So yeah, this is my friend medal that I use. Like, your friend medal is really key as well when it comes to these type of events. You guys want to have a really strong friend medal. To get a really strong friend medal, you guys want to join a pretty good guild nowadays. It's really easy to get into a guild to get a really good friend medal. So friend medal has attack boost 14 max, and it has perfect traits basically. So we're just gonna run into the event and destroy it. So yeah, I'm putting auto right now and let it play, because I feel like I don't really need to play this until like maybe stage 6. So yeah. Oh man, but it is insane. Like medals are so strong. Like I kind of spent the last hour and a half trying to make my setup worse to make it more free-to-play friendly. Like, and this is like kind of the best I came up with. I feel like the setup is relatively free-to-play friendly, especially the Xions. Like the Xions, you guys can get like anywhere. So that's why I used it. But yeah, at the same time, I feel like the Xion is also kind of hard to get because I feel like a lot of you guys probably sold your Xions. So I don't know. It was like I was debating whether or not I should use the Xions. I decided to use it because it is a free-to-play medal. It's really easy to get, so I'm like, that's why I'm using it. But the the illustrated Xion and the Kyrie, like the newer medals, they all work. The Xehanort works. Like, you guys don't have to use the Xion. Alright, so hopefully I don't want to activate the the shield. Alright, I did. Alright, it should be fine. I could probably still be able to auto this. But yeah, I really like how things are getting more challenging now. Like, they really kind of upped the difficulty in this event. Like, it took me a little bit to figure out how to beat this event. Like, it took me a couple of setups. But I was able to beat it. Like, I haven't played this game for so long. It is kind of easy to beat these events because of the knowledge you gain over the years. But as a new player, it's probably a little difficult. Like, I remember when I first was trying to get into the game, and it was really hard to figure out how this game worked. But now I'm like, it's so easy. I'm not sure if I'm gonna beat this if I auto it or not. Yo, let's play it. I'll explain what I'm doing when we get to stage 7. But yeah, let's do this. I'm just trying to beat this event really quickly. Let's throw in. Let's do you, and then let's auto it. What kind of stinks about the Supernova Renewal Aqua is that she doesn't ignore enemy scan. Oh my god, I forgot. That's Sora. doesn't ignore counters either. Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever. It should be fine. It should be fine. I don't think we'll, mess it up that much. We'll skip this. We'll do this. Okay. Next up, we're gonna do. Let's do this. And then just spam supernovas. The only thing about spamming supernovas, like, I always feel like it's kind of like an epilepsy waiting to happen. That's why I don't really like spamming supernovas in my videos really quickly, because of all these bright lights. But yeah, I kind of wish that they made it so it wasn't so bright. I wish there was like a setting to turn that off, but unfortunately there isn't. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, so the supernovas do so much damage, it's crazy. Like, I remember when supernova first came out. Good times, good times. There we go. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Wow, that sword did so much damage. Or I guess not so much damage. It did like 1 million or 1 billion. I think it's 1 million. I don't think we got to the 1 billion point yet. Not yet, anyway. Eventually in the future we will, but yeah, not right now. Alright, so let's do this one. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna run the same setup. So basically, I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. So yeah, the boss, it starts off with 15 defense up, 15 reverse defense up, and 15 upright defense up. I think. Like, I can't really see the the treasure chest boss. Like, I can't really tell how much it has, but the what's it called, the book dude thingy has 15 reverse defense up and 15 upright defense up. So yeah, they essentially have a whole bunch of buffs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the nominate to get rid of all that. Nominate basically like overwrites the the bosses, like how much buffs it gives. It basically overwrites them and gives them like the lowest amount of debuffs possible. So yeah, you guys have the Kairi or Xion, that one works as well, but I feel like everybody nowadays have the nominate, so that's why I'm using it now. I used to use the Kairi, but nominate is so abundant, like I might as well just use it because a lot of you guys have it. So now I'm gonna do this supernova, like the KR25, because it's basically not even gonna do any damage. So I just want the guild bonus up in the magic metal strength, so I'm just gonna use that. Alright, so now I gotta be careful with the blue counters on the book dude, because if I lower the counters all down to 0, he will debuff me, I believe. So I don't want that to happen, so I'm not gonna lower that counter at all. Not only that, but on slot 4 he will also debuff you. So yeah, I don't want to deal with that nonsense. So yeah, we're gonna not really attack him too much, but yeah, let's use the Aqua. What's good about these metals is that for the most part, most of these metals ignore the enemy's counters. The only thing that doesn't ignore the enemy counters is the Sora, as well as the Supernova Renewal Aqua, but I can easily bypass that by using math, basically. The Kairi and the Kairi, with the Xion, and then I'm gonna skip this right now. I'm gonna slot 4. Like I said before, if you attack the book guy on slot 4, he will debuff you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to attack the treasure chest. That way I don't attack the book dude. If you swipe up, it does an AoE attack that will hit it. So you guys want to tap it on a single enemy and not do an AoE. Also, if I use the metal, it would also activate the whole slot 4 mechanic. So yeah, tapping is the best way to go. So yeah, now I'm gonna use the Xion, and I'm gonna use Aqua once, because Xion does 5 hits and the counters is 6. So now one more left, so I'm gonna skip this one, and I'm gonna use the Kairi. Alright. So let's use the nominee now to heal ourselves up and debuff them again. Now we're gonna spam supernovas and try to get really high amount of magic metal strength. So yeah. Basically, you guys will see a whole bunch of supernovas go off. Usually I use defense supernova first because they're not on a multiplier on the keyblade, so they do, for the most part, less damage than the other metals, but that's not always the case. But yeah, let's defend one, and then I'm gonna make sure to keep at least one supernova for the next turn. That way I can get the guild bonus up. Oh, I gotta be very careful. Like right now, I'm at 1 counter, so I can't really use supernovas anymore. So yeah, I guess now I gotta start attacking. So that's what kind of stinks about supernovas. Like you don't really ignore the counters. So yeah, gotta be very careful with that. Then now we'll skip the Sora, and then let's do this. Oh, okay. Woo! I think I was like, oh my goodness, like I almost used the Aqua. Okay, so now I can just yeah, do this. So yeah, now I don't have to worry about the counters and just worry about the treasure chest thingy. So yeah, right there, when he attacks you, he's supposed to poison you, but since I have the Sora with such a high poison resist, he didn't poison me. So it makes it so much easier for my videos. Like, oh my god, like I went through so much pain trying to you know do this video because of all the RNG involved. So having a metal with poison resist makes it so much easier. Like you need at least 1 poison resist, 20%, in order to beat this event. Unless you guys can beat it in 2 turns, you need a poison resist metal. So yeah, that's one of the key things you need for this. But there we go. Not really that hard. So yeah, now I'm gonna do the last part of the event. If you guys are only here for the jewel part, that's kind of about it. Actually, I could probably show you guys another keeper setup you guys can run with the counterpoint if you guys, you know, want to beat the jewel part event and have the counterpoint. Like, was this one? Yeah, so this setup. This setup can also work to beat the jewel part event as well if you guys have a counterpoint. I decided to use the 3 wishes because that's, you know, a lot more free to play friendly. So yeah, anyways, I'll jump right into the setup for the last part of the event. This is the counterpoint setup that I used. The the nominate can replace with any you know, really strong magic metal, but yeah, this is the setup I used to beat the event. But I'm not gonna use this setup though. I'm gonna do the 3 wishes instead because I like the 3 wishes. It works and it's free to play friendly too. So yeah, I'm using this setup right over here. This setup, yeah, this setup. So I have the same nominated before for the second chance. Second chance is really useful for this part because I need 3 turns to beat the boss. Kyrie, oh my god. Aqua, Supernova Renewal, really good. You know, you guys already saw the traits. Xion, same thing as before. Same thing as these, the same Kinemas3 Kyrie.
You stupid.
Oh, I keep saying Kyrie. Why do I keep saying Kyrie? It must be because I just played Melody Memory that I keep calling everybody Kyrie. I don't know why. And then Xion, same thing as before. And this Kyrie, which is actual Kyrie this time, is yeah, attack with 13 max, gauge 0, and perfect trait. So yeah, this is the setup I use. I kind of want to speed right through this because this video is getting very long. The Xion's can be replaced with any really strong power metal, magic metal. Like you guys don't really need to use the Xion. You have to use the Xehanort, the illustrated metals, Strelitzia. You guys have that, like anything. Like it's super easy. Alright, so we're basically do the same thing as before. We're gonna use the nominate, and then we're gonna use the Kyrie going out. It doesn't really matter. And let's just auto it. What's good about this boss is there is no counter, so yeah, I can play this event and not do anything. I love it when there's no counters. It's beautiful. I can just sit here and watch it play itself. Like, as a really lazy person, this is beautiful. Alright, so there we go. Okay, so now second turn, we use the nominate, and then we'll spam supernovas and try to build our you know, magic strength up. So we just keep spamming them. I'm gonna keep the nominate for the 3rd turn because I need the guild bonus up. So let's do that. Let's do this. Not only that, but the nominate gives the least amount of strength out of all these supernovas. So yeah, okay, that's why I keep going for the third turn. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Let's go let it play itself. Oh man, this is not hard at all. Like if you guys are veteran players, you guys should be able to beat this really easily. And if you guys are newer players and you guys can't beat this event, it's not even worth it. It's not worth it in my opinion. There we go. Like look at how much strength that had. 237,000. That's crazy. Like remember when this whole strength. Oh shoot, I forgot about the nominate. I remember when this whole building up your strength meta first came out. Like it's crazy. Like back in the day, like 20,000 was a lot. Now we're at 200,000. Oh man, how much this game has evolved. Oh shoot. No, I messed up. Oh, are you serious? Whatever. Oh, I forgot to use the what you call it, the nominate in the beginning. So yeah, man, that messed me up right there. Alright, so let me do this again and I'll show you guys I actually beat it. So I'll be right back.
3:28 a.m.
There we go. Okay. So it took me a little bit to figure out how to beat it. And honestly, it wasn't even worth the time. So what I did was, instead of using Kyrie the first supernova first, I used Nominate instead. And for the second turn, I used every single supernova. And yeah, that's kind of about it. Like, I didn't really do anything different. But it required a lot of RNG. So yeah, it wasn't really worth it, in my opinion. But there we go, we beat it. It's good enough for me. But yeah, basically to reiterate what you guys need for this event, basically you guys want to, in terms of Keyblade, you guys want to use the Counterpoint and Diamond Dust. If you guys don't, have those two, 3 wishes work as well. You guys want to have a decently high sub slot. Doesn't have to be 6.7, but anything close to that would be great. In terms of metal, you guys want to bring really strong magic metals with ground, air, extra attack, strength. Any of the new traits would be great, like the 70% ground, air, 50% extra attack, 1,500 strength. But if you guys have the the original traits, like the 60%, the 1,000 strength, and the 40% extra attack, that works as well. You guys want to bring a metal with second chance. Unless you guys beat this event in 2 turns, you guys need the second chance. You also need a metal with poison resist for the first part. That's a really big thing. You need at least one. Anything more would be great, but you need at least 20% poison resist. In terms of the 4th slot, you guys want to make sure that you guys don't attack the book enemy. You guys want to attack the chest instead. That way you don't activate the the whole debuffing thingy. In terms of like the metals you want to bring, if you guys are using upright metals, like upright magic metals, the Celestial works, the Xion work. You guys need the Supernova Renewal metal for sure. I forgot about that, but you guys need that. Kyrie, I think Heck, probably even Elsa works. The Sora works as well. He was free. So yeah, in terms of the reverse magic medals, Master Xehanort, Xion, Sorcerer, the Gambler works. Like these type of medals, with the magic setup is really flexible. So you guys bring in like any type of magic medal, and you guys should be able to beat this event. Like the boss had a lot of defense, so it requires you to have a lot of magic strength or metal strength in order to bypass that. But with medals nowadays, it's giving out so many strength. Like you guys should be able to beat it. Like heck, even the I think the new stained glass medal. Wrong thing. Is it new stained glass metal magic? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, so if you guys need any really good metal, stained glass works as well. I wouldn't suggest you guys go for the stained glass because you want to beat this event without spending jewels. But yeah, usually when they have these type of events, they release a medal that will help you with it. So if you guys are struggling with it and you guys just want to beat the event, you guys can pull for the stained glass. He works as well. But that's kind of about it. Like I can't really think of anything else. If you guys need help with the event, definitely leave a comment down below. I'll try my best to help you guys out, whether it's getting a new setup or anything. Definitely let me know. But yeah, that's kind of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys have a Merry Christmas. Even though this video is not coming out on Christmas, it's almost Christmas, so yeah, hopefully you guys have a Merry Christmas anyway and all that stuff. But yeah, that's kind of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to keep watching new cross videos, be sure to click the subscribe button. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.